Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto, or welcome to the channel if you're new. Welcome to this much needed update on Solana. We've had some good price action over the course of the weekend. That's good, but what does that mean? All right, and what does that mean for the price of Solana here short term? What does that mean for the price of Solana long term? We'll talk about some fundamentals for Solana as well. So let's get right into it. Let's not waste any more time. So last time I covered Solana was on Saturday. Saturday we were relatively optimistic, all right, because the key level that we spoke about over the course of last week, when it went a little bit, into the wrong direction, the key level that we spoke about was the yearly rolling VWAP, right? So that's sitting right here between 186 and 184. And on Saturday morning, or at least over the course of Saturday, we were able to reclaim that general area. And not only that, but also the point of control of the price action that we've had since that crash that Friday, 1.5 weeks ago almost. So that was all pretty good, right? Reclaiming a pretty critical level right here. With decent volume. I mean, was the volume very high? No, but reclaiming that in general means something, and we also were able to make a higher low right here with the bearish pressure on Friday morning. And you can better see that right here, because the chart we just looked at was the Binance chart. You can see on the Coinbase chart, which is very important, that we were already on Saturday morning able to reclaim the yearly rolling VWAP, which is this white line. And we've been respecting that ever since. And you can also see we left a bit of an imbalance Sunday morning. Sunday morning, we got some momentum, pushed down into that, filled the imbalance right here over the course of Monday morning. But so far, we've had a good reaction for Solana. So far, if you take a look at the general markets, so let's for simplicity's sake, look at Bitcoin. You can also see Bitcoin is showing some constructive price action. Ethereum even more so. So the markets are doing quite well. Solana has seen some good reclaims right here. So I already said on Saturday, I think we can rally a little bit higher, all right? Cautiously, but a little bit higher. And I think we can continue that, right? We left some imbalances, so maybe we have to test the yearly rolling VWAP once more, but I do think we can rally into this value area high, fair value gap in the 90-day rolling VWAP, around 200 and 202. However, then we have to have a tough decision or a tough discussion right here and say, well, do we actually think that Solana at this point of time is strong enough to break out of that? And that I do not think, all right? I mean, the volume we've seen so far, it's a possibility, but we need to see more confirmation for that. If I take a look at the fundamentals for Solana, which I promised you we would still take a look at, I mean, hopefully you don't find them too boring, but trust me, they matter. If we take a look at that, and then normally I take a look at the TVL and the DEX trading volumes. Right, what you can see right here, if we zoom all the way in, is that the DEX trading volumes are not necessarily in an uptrend. They're also not bad, but they're not in an uptrend. TVL, same thing. TVL is not bad, but it's also not in an uptrend. And we have seen instances where the TVL and the DEX trading volumes were growing while the price was not. And those were usually times where I told you, hey, I see a bit of a divergence here. The network is doing good, the price not so much. Usually the price catches up and it becomes bullish. At this point of time, fundamentally, I don't see a reason to break out. I don't see, if we look at the volume, if we take a look at the open interest, I also don't see a lot of momentum. So more recovery, filling imbalances more to the upside, I do expect. But for now, and the fundamentals around the markets are also not amazing. Like the S&P 500 is also not rallying. The volatility index, unrest, is also not extremely low, right? So that's why I have to tell you that, further continuation to the upside I think is likely, but that massive resistance level between 206 and 202, I think we can only break that if we have some good news. And at this point in time, we don't have that. So I would say it's most likely from there we will reject back down. So a little bit boring, because I'm basically telling you I think we will stay in the same consolidation we've been in since last week Saturday. But honestly, that looks most likely. And it's my goal in these videos to prepare you the best as I can. So I'll keep you updated on that. But for now, I think this is what you need to know. So thank you for watching, everybody. Take care. Have a great week, and bye.